everyone, welcome to today's session. In this video, we are going to learn how to import data into Eviews using two simple and commonly used methods. First, we will see how to import data using the copy and paste technique from Excel. This method is very quick and useful when we are working with small data sets. Then we will learn how to import data using the import option from the file menu in Eviews. This method is more suitable when we have a complete data set saved in Excel or CSV format. By the end of this session, you will be able to import your own data into Eviews confidently and correctly. Before we begin any analysis or importing the dataset, let us first understand the dataset. What dataset that we are going to use? This is an annual time series dataset for India covering the period from 2014 to 2023. Each year represent one year and each column represent one economic variable. Let's start with the first column, year. The year column shows the time period of the data. Since this is the time series data, the year plays a very important role in analysis. The next column is GDP growth. This variable represents India's annual growth or annual GDP growth rate expressed in percentage. It tells us how fast the Indian economy is going to each year. For example, in 2026, for example, in 2016, GDP growth rate was 8.3%, which indicates a strong economic growth. In 2020, GDP growth rate is minus 6.6%, which reflects the economic contraction during the COVID-19 period. Now let's look at the CPI inflation. This variable measures the consumer price inflation rate in India in percentage terms. It shows the change in prices of goods and services faced by consumers. Higher inflation means prices are rising faster, and lower inflation means price stability. Next, we have interest rate. This represent the RBI policy interest rate, also known as the repo rate. It is an important monetary policy tool used by the Reserve Bank of India to control inflation and economic activity. Finally, we have unemployment rate. This variable shows the unemployment rate in India in percentage. It indicates the proportion of the labor force that is unemployed in each year. For example, we can clearly see a rise in employment in 2020, which again reflects the impact of the pandemic. So why this dataset is useful? This dataset is suitable for understanding basic macroeconomic relationships, practicing time series and analysis in Eviews, and also running regression models such as GDP growth on inflation and interest rate. And we can also learn diagnostic test using residuals. We understand the dataset, let us move forward and import the data into Eviews and begin our analysis. Now open the Eviews version 12. Click on create a new Eviews workfile. Here we can see a workfile structure type. We have time series data, so that is why dated and regular frequency is the correct choice for the time series data. And here the data is distributed, the data is annually distributed, therefore the frequency is annual. And the starting year or date, for the data set is 2014 and end date is 2023. Then click OK. Here we can see the two variables. First one is the intercept and the residuals. These are automatically created when we create a work file. Here we can see the range of the dataset is from 2014 to 2023, and the sample is also from 2014 to 2023. So every observation or dataset is the sample data, and it contains 10 observations. So now click on quick and then click on empty group. So here we can see the time period from 2014 to 23. So now what we can do, we can go to our Excel file. From here we can copy the data and then paste it over here. So we can see now we can see each and every column of the data set is pasted over here. Now that we have successfully imported the data using the copy and paste method, let us move to the second method using the file menu option or using the file menu import option. So first of all, I am going to close this file. Now again I am going to open Eviews in my system. Okay, I am closing this window now, and then click on File, Import Data from Excel. In my this data is available in my Z drive. So here is the time series data for Eviews. Open it now. So here you can see the predefined range is for the India time series data, and everything looks fine here. Click on next. Header line is for one and name. The header name, the header type is the name and header type is the name only. Click on next and then next. Yes, everything is fine now. Click on finish. No. So we can see that every variable of the data set is listed in the work file now. So if I click on the CPI inflation, I can see this data set series for the CPI inflation here. Similarly for the GDP growth. If I want to see both variable at the same time, I can see here. Similarly for all the variables. So I can see all the variables of my dataset over here. So here residual is showing NA for all the time period. So why is residual showing NA here? The resid series is created only after we estimated regression. Right now we have only imported the data. We have not run any regression equation. Since there is no regression analysis we are going to conduct here, we are only working on how to import the data into Eviews environment. So that is why we are getting NA for every time period here. So Eviews cannot calculate predicted values here. So So we cannot calculate the residual here because predicted value is not available here. So without getting the predicted value, we cannot calculate the residual, because residual is equal to actual value minus predicted value. So that is why residual is showing NA for all years. Now we have learned both methods. We are ready to start our time series analysis in Eviews now. So in this session we have learned two easy methods to improve data into Eviews. First, we imported the data using copy and paste technique from Excel. Second, we imported data using the file menu import option. Both methods are important and can be used depending on the size and format of the dataset. Now that the data is successfully imported, we are ready to start time series analysis in Eviews. Thanks for your attention.